In this tutorial, we'll be talking about interest rates. The cost of providing someone with money is called interest rate. So from the perspective of a person who's borrowing money, this is a person who's receiving the money, the interest rate will be a cost of that borrowing. It will be the expense attached to borrowing that money. But on the flip side, the interest rate is a return for the person who's providing the money. So for them, it's an income. The words or phrases cost of money, interest rate, cost of borrowing, as well as return are quite often used interchangeably. So we need to be mindful of the context in order to determine whether it's the interest rate being charged to the borrower or it's the interest rate being received by the lender. So let's say there are two people. There's a person called person A and there's a person called person B. Person A, with excess cash, provides funds to person B who needs the funds. So person A lends to person B. Let's say they lend 100 Rand. Person B, after having received the 100 Rand, needs to pay it back in future. They need to pay back the 100 Rand plus some sort of additional compensation. Let's say that's 10 Rand. This 10 Rand is what we refer to as interest. This interest is an income on the part of person A. It's a return for person A who provided the financing. For person B, on the other hand, it's a cost that they need to pay as a result of taking on financing. It's compensation. It's a cost of borrowing. This interest rate reflects three things. One, person A wants to be compensated for whatever increase that there might be in prices of goods and services. So there's an inflation aspect to the interest charged. Secondly, person A wants to be compensated for the time value of money. So that simply means that they want to be compensated for not having the 100 Rand now and having to wait for the 100 Rand to be paid at some future date by person B. And then lastly, person A wants to be compensated for taking on risk. So they want to have some sort of risk premium that's incorporated into the interest rate. If person B is known for not paying back funds borrowed on time or in full, then this would serve to increase the risk premium. So the interest rate is a function of compensation for the increase of prices of goods and services, that's inflation, the time value of money, meaning that you prefer to have your 100 Rand right now, as well as the risk premium, given that there is no guarantee that you will get your financing back.